How's it going, guys? Hello and welcome. This is Neldrin, and today we will talk about resource management. How to farm them and some smart ways to spend them. But before that, follow my Twitter account. I'll be posting some updates and some tips here. Especially if my next video will be late or released early. Since Azur is a gacha game. We all know that this game also has numerous resources to farm. For beginners, especially gacha game virgins, it might be too daunting and confusing which resource you should be saving and which should be expended more often. To make it easier to understand, I will be categorizing them into different groups. Basic resource, which is often used in the game and commonly displayed at the top section of your screen. Shop currencies, which is used to buy certain items in your shop. Ship and equipment, which is used to upgrade either your ship or your weapons. And others that fall into neither of the said categories. In this video, we will be focusing on basic resources. What are the basic resources? These are oils, coins, gems, and wisdom cubes. Yes, I am including the cube here since it is commonly used in the game, especially for building ships. Oil is considered the stamina of the game. This is commonly used to sort your ship into missions. Oil is also used for EXP farming. You want your dorm to generate EXP? Use oil. You want to do commission with high EXP? Use oil. When sorting, each ship varies its oil cost. Some are cheap and some are expensive. If you want to save some oils, use destroyers and battle monitors since they are the cheapest. In some occasions, ship rarity also affects the ship oil cost. With the exception of modernized ships from a retrofit. But the difference between each rarity is not significant. Usually the oil difference is 1 or 2 if you compare one rarity above or below. You can also conserve some oil if you cut down your fleet size. Using a few high-leveled ships is the best way to conserve some oil, especially when doing event maps. If you are having too much oil just like I have, you can use it to stock up a bunch of naval curries at the dorm to have EXP boost. You can overfeed them to increase the duration. If you still have an oil surplus doing this, do the 10-hour commission. It will cost you 1,200 oils. I think some people overlook its purpose. Of course, if you will do this commission for leveling your ships, it will not be worth it. Considering the 10-hour long duration, and if you consider comparing it to the computed oil cost of the fleet you will be sending. For me, its purpose is for players who don't have much time playing, but have a lot of oil resources. Commissions do not hinder you to put the ship into your dorm or lecture hall. Farming oil is easy, but it will take some time. Oil is generated from the canteen. Commissions, especially the night commissions, will give you a huge amount of oils. You will also receive some amount of oils after maintenance. I usually save these oils in case of an emergency, or if I'm gonna farm some equipment blueprint from an event map. Also, do not forget the oils you will be receiving daily on missions. Once you are at a higher level, you can do daily raids in hard mode without consuming too much oil. Daily raids only have level 70 enemies at most. You can use a few high-leveled ships here to conserve some oil. On hard mode stages, if you manage to reduce the threat level into safe, you will be able to spawn the boss node immediately, which will save you a lot of oil. Coins are the main currency in the game. They are used to upgrade your ships and equipment. Buy items from the shop. Upgrade your meowpsers, and of course, it is used in building your ship. You can also use these coins in research for a guaranteed blueprint shown in the Research Academy. I highly suggest saving your coins for ship construction and buying talent books from the shop. You can also buy purple plates when necessary, especially the main gun and general parts. Buying dorm snacks is also possible. If you want to spend your coins on research, I highly suggest to do it only when you have spare coins. Cognition and grant donation research are costly, especially the yellow ones. So do it only if you have lots of spare coins to spend. Always have coins ready for buying cubes, talent books and dorm snacks, since it is the most worth it in my opinion. The merchant is your trusted coin generator. Like the canteen, it will generate resources by doing nothing. Daily raids will give you an average of 1,200 coins per battle. This is one of the best options to generate income, especially during Sundays when all the raids are available. Stage 7-2 is a hit or miss map, but it is a popular map to farm for coins and gold Roomba gun. Many players usually get all the item nodes, then will retreat without defeating the boss for maximum farm efficiency. Like I mentioned, it is a hit or miss since you will also get a repair kit, extra ammo or tech boxes from the item nodes, which don't have much value. Alternatively, you can also go to 7-3 since it has a chance to drop a Suzu. Great cruiser with high AA stats. She is good for late game stages. Cubes are a precious resource since it is used to build ships. It is also required for PR development. Other than the two mentioned, I don't recommend using your cubes in research. I don't think it is worth it to be used to get for blueprints and equipment designs. On rare occasions, you will encounter cognition research which will also ask for coins and cubes. I believe it is called soul forming. For me it is the only exception that you can research using cubes. This research will take 30 minutes long, and you will get tons of blueprints and equipment design. As mentioned, it is a rare research, so don't you worry that it will exhaust your resources. Some guides will tell you to spend only 1 cube per day and 4 on Sundays for daily and weekly missions. To be honest, I think you should only be doing this if you run out of cubes from an event. If you are doing your daily missions, cube commissions, and buying from the general and merit shop when possible, you shouldn't be having problems on your cube resource. I usually build 5 to 8 ships a day during events which cost me 10 to 16 cubes daily. And 3 ships at most during minor events. I never experienced having cube issues doing this. Cubes are occasionally obtainable in the general and merit shop. Also, as mentioned, always do your daily missions and cube commissions. Lastly, gems are the most valuable resource and should be spent wisely, especially if you are a free-to-play player like me. F2P players might ask, how should you spend your gems? In my opinion, you should prioritize buying dorm slots first. Maybe until slot 4 or 5 will do. Then save your gems for the second floor, which will cost you 500 gems. After spending your gems in the dormitory, spend your gems to dock spaces. For me, 200 to 250 dock space is enough to hold all your ships to be used for battles, fleet tech development and commissions, plus the ships that will be used as enhancements and limit breaking. I will further discuss how to manage your dock space on my future video, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be updated on this guide. Going back on how to spend your precious gems, spending it for 3rd slot in tactical class is optional. To be able to train an additional 1 ship for 500 gems, it might not be worth it. Spending gems for skins is a matter of preference. If you are a simp, I can't blame you. Or maybe you just want to support the game so you are buying gems to buy the skins. But for free-to-play players, avoid spending gems on skins, okay? Akashi's shop is also a bit of a trap for me, especially for free-to-play players. The only reasonable item here is the dock expansion. Coins, cubes and quick finishers are obtainable in-game. Promise Ring are for pay-to-play players only, because of the skin they can unlock. The bonus stat is not a big deal, so free-to-play players should not spend gems here. Meowpser and Depot expansion are worthless and Name Changer is a very questionable buy for me. Item packs are more of a quality of life. It will save you time from farming items. If you are a pay-to-play player, never buy the 3 supplies since it is the least worthy and doesn't offer much. Dorm supply expansion should be avoided too, especially by free-to-play players. I don't know why you should be expanding this one since 10 hours is already a long time. You shouldn't forget to feed your ships, especially if you are opening the game daily. What I do is, I feed them before and after bedtime, and during my break time from work. One might argue that they might miss feeding them during maintenance. I get this sentiment, and there are times that I miss feeding them when I am busy. But you should not worry about this because there are no drawbacks if you let them be hungry for some time. Anyway, if you are into leveling the ship, you should be sending her to battle more instead of letting her stay in the dorm only. Creating a guild will also cost some gems. 300 to be exact. As of the writing of this guide, guild doesn't offer any significant advantages to the game, nor give you special features from the game. Spending gems here should be avoided for now. Buying oils and coins using gems is not recommended. I already mentioned how to conserve these resources if you are running low, and how to acquire them alternatively. Lastly, be careful when buying items at the general shop. Sometimes, it will offer you items that cost in gems. Bigger trap when they put a discounted price on it. Always remember that all items in the general shop can be bought using coins. So stay away from it if it costs in gems. Acquiring gems in the game for free is a bit limited compared to other resources. Gems can be acquired by completing the 3 stars for each main story map. Gems can be acquired also by completing collection rewards. When a certain milestone was reached by the game, for example, reaching 100k followers on Twitter or game anniversary, Yostar is generous enough to give some gems to us all. On rare occasions, apologems was a thing. It is given usually when the developers took longer time during maintenance. But it is rare nowadays since they are now always on time. And if issues arise, they are giving additional oil, coins and/or cubes now as compensation instead of gems. Getting gems in commission is also possible, but very rare to get the urgent commission. And if you do, the chances of getting the gems are also low. So don't really expect too much from it. To summarize, there are plenty of resources in the game. The most basic resource that you will be using are oils, coins, cubes and gems. These resources, with the exemption of gems, can be easily acquired in the game. Learn to conserve these resources if you are spending too much. And spend your gems wisely since it is the most limited resources, especially for a free-to-play player. I hope that this guide was able to help you understand the basic economy of the game. I hope that it gave you new insights on how to spend and conserve these resources wisely. If I missed something or there is something you would like to add or correct, feel free to comment it down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you in my next guide.